everyone, it's Jennifer Savari. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. Today I've made some cards featuring the Succulents from the Greetery, and I am in love with this company. I just love everything they have. I've had so much fun. But the crimped frame set comes in a set of 3, and I'll be using the largest of the 3 there. And I love the design that's on those edges. The Botanicut's Succulents come with a large succulent and a small one. I'm using the large. They come in 4 dies each, and you stack them after you color them. In addition, I'll be using a macrame filler. Now there's one more die that I forgot to mention from the Greetery, but I will mention that and show it when I get to it. Next up, we have the Stamp Market Thank You, and this is a double layer die with the shadow and then the words. And Sushi, my cat, got into my photo light box, and so she definitely wanted her picture taken, and so there's Sushi the cat. So anyway, I also wanted to talk about a website I found. It's called coolors.co, and it's free. It generates palettes, and from those palettes you can download them. You can look to see what Copic markers would match the best, or just use them as a palette. And I went through all my papers to kind of match the palette, and that really helped me, not be so overwhelmed with colors and what colors to use. And I just drew from that palette and made the card that you're going to see me make today. So these succulent dies, like I said, come in 4 layers. And they're super simple, but yet they look really intricate and detailed when you stack them together. But I chose to watercolor them, and I die cut them out of Arches watercolor paper. And you can see me here just using my palette from, I think this is Confections Pastels. And I just wanted to use those greens and the pinks, and you'll see me put a little bit of that icy blue and icy blue green in there. And I just kind of had fun with that. Now there is a great how-to video on how to watercolor these. I'll also link that video down. It's by the Greetery. But I just had a lot of fun going through, looking at the die, getting to know the die. I've made a whole bunch of these succulents, kind of learning where to shade them. They take me a while to make right now, but they're getting faster. And I think it's just the type thing where you just need to practice, and you start learning where to shade those different petals and the things that, I like to see. The other thing I do is I will stack it before I glue it. So that I can kind of see where those shadows should be. So I'll stack it like you saw me there do, and then I'll glue it after I'm done with my finishing touches. And I am a major perfectionist. They're never good enough for me, but I absolutely love these. And once you put them together and you come back to them, and everyone's different, I just absolutely have had so much fun with them. So to get started, to make the base layer, I first just die cut it out of the largest crimped layer. And here you'll see me going back and forth between colors. I think this was the iced periwinkle that I used. But I wanted a really subtle background that wouldn't take away. And this My Favorite Things background stamp, I will link that below. I can't remember the name of it right now, but I'll link it, was perfect because you can't really see it. There is a slight texture to this paper, but I stamped it in white, and I used the white from scrapbook.com, and that is a very nice white to use. And notice that I used that purple tape around the edges. That was to make it so that the crimped edge did not have any stamping on it. So that crimped edge has a little frame that is the solid color, and like I said, it's very, very subtle. I'm trying to show it to you here. I'm not sure if you can see it, but it was just what I was looking for, that added just a little bit of interest into the background there. So here I'm using the Halfsies die from the Greetery. Sorry I forgot to link that or put that in the beginning of the video here. But you can see me offsetting it, and I wanted this offset, so I went ahead and die cut from the left of my paper to the right. And there's a little pinpoint that goes all the way around the edge. It won't be onto that far right side because there was nothing there to cut, because I'm making this smaller. So what I did was I lined up the pinpoint on the right side, taped that down, And I'm going to run that through my die cut machine again so that I can get that pinpoint along that right side. So to do that, you can see here, everything under the plate will cut, everything not under the plate will not cut. And you can see the pinpoint on the right there that creates. Next up is this adorable handwritten thank you die from the Stamp Market. And I love this die. It's got the shadow and then it's got the words. And a lot of times you'll see me double stack the letters for more dimension. I didn't in this case. In fact, I almost thought about inlaying it because I didn't want anything to take away from that succulent and the soft colors. But in the end, it really looked very nice the way it was and added, it didn't take anything away. So I left it the shadow layer with one top layer. And then it was time to put in the greenery, and this is a little pearl plant from the Macramade, also from the Greetery, and I just think this is so cute, and it was perfect for behind that succulent. And so I just cut it out of a dark green that matched that palette, and cut out little extra fillers to throw in on both sides. And you could add to this, you could take away from it, you could use different fillers, but I just thought a little bit of greenery would be nice with that succulent. Now, I made 4 cards during the course of this video, and on this first card, I actually put it on a base and then attached it to the card base. So 2 layers of white there on the top of the card. I did not make the other 3 cards like that. You'll see me here just working directly with the green, you can see, is attached directly to the card base. And that is how I recommend doing it. There's no reason to attach the green to a white piece and then attach that to the base at the end. But all of these turned out just a little bit different. I used these wonderful spring colors, and I absolutely love these cards. They're just so much fun to make, and I love how everyone is a little bit different. And I just had fun letting them all be different. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just want to say thank you again to all of my subscribers and your encouraging comments and everything that you guys do that inspires me. And I just wanted to thank you all. So anyway, I actually made 2 videos this weekend, so make sure to come back on. Hopefully by Wednesday, maybe before, I'll have another one uploaded, and it's super fun. Have a great day. We'll see you again soon.